Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. We are back with another video on, my super rare Mercedes S-Class Coupe, all right? This is, I believe, a 97. I can't even remember. S500 Coupe, the pillarless coupe, and I want to thank everybody for voting on the wheels for this vehicle. That is coming up in another video. This time, we're focusing on this doggone window that I just cannot get to go all the way up, which means I have to remove this panel. And as you can see, the plastic is brittle behind it, and we're going to continue working on removing the window tint and maybe even getting some of this off. This is ugh. This thing is a dirty girl. In order to complete the job, these are all the tools that we need. One Phillips head screwdriver, one 10mm socket, and a little pry tool to pry up the panel on the inside. So what we need to do is come around here. Hopefully, I don't remember if the seat actually moves or not. Yes, sir. Thank you for your service. And you'll see I have so many leaves. They're getting in around here because I bought a blower, a leaf blower, and I've been working on my backyard. It doesn't look like it, but I have been working on my backyard. So basically, we've been blowing the leaves out through here, and then I run over them with a lawnmower and pick them up. So it's getting better. The winner of the wheel is right over there. We're going to be getting some tires for those wheels. We're continuing work on the S320, the Twin Clios, of course, the Miserably, even the ghostly 280 SE from 1969 is getting some attention. So anyway, what we need to do is remove this little piece right here. This comes out, this little panel comes out right here. We got some screws to get rid of, and then it's gonna work. It's gonna come out and it's gonna be great. So supposedly, and it's cold out here, I'm just gonna pull this thing out right here. There we go. Now I have 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. Now this will come off. 3 screws are removed. This little piece is gonna pop off. There it is. Look at that, and it's metal. Yeah, imagine that, chrome on a little bitty trim piece that you only see when you're getting in the car. Thank you, Mercedes. This is that quality. So we'll put you down here, and we now have some access to see how this comes off. What I need to do now, oh, you know what? I need another tool. I need a 17mm socket to remove that. This right here comes off, and then it's going to reveal 2 screws that we need to take out as well. Let me get the seat out, and I'll show you there's a 10mm bolt under that part right there. 17mm has been removed. It's a little bolt right there. You have 2 red tabs right here. Push them to the outside of the vehicle and lift up. That's what they sit on right there. And then this can be gently placed somewhere out of the way, like right there. It's great. So where's my 10? I need my 10 and my little expando tool. Okay, for this part of the routine, you've got a 10mm right there. This will come off, and then this whole thing kind of slides up as long as your headrests have been positioned somewhere else. So let me get this off real quick. All right, for this removal right here, there's some little pokey things. That's the actual term for them. Pokey things, they kind of poke right in through here. This one came off, so I can put this one back in. But get your little tool, push it this way, and then lift it that way, and that whole thing will come up. And then it will sit back there perfectly. And then you have a screw here and a screw back in through here that you need to remove. So let me remove those, and then I think we pick this thing up, and hopefully it will come out. I do believe that I have to remove, and I'm sitting on this pointy thing, which is great. There are actually 3 screws. 1, 2 inside this little hole, and 1 at the bottom right there, and that's why you have to remove the lower seat. Okay, so hopefully now this will come out. I gotta get this part out. Come on now. There it is. Okay. Oh, this is all just breaking apart. Oh no. Oh. Here's some plastics that have just, look at that. Oh my gosh. Let me sit up there. Don't break any more for me, please. And I'll just pull this out. And if I can remove this, I should have access to the little arm, which should just come out. That's broken. What else is, oh, got a dirt dauber. Look at that. That's nice. That's some good stuff. I got a clip that came out. It's supposed to go into right here. Yeah, that's going to be fun to get out. Maybe it goes up. Yep, there you go. Of course, it broke. That's fantastic. How am I going to find a new one of these things? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, now I think we have access to behind here. We're going to find our window regulator. So I'll take those screws off. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 78 or 79 of those things, and we'll see what lies beneath. I guess I could keep this attached and just kind of slide this outside. Let me do that. Screws removed, get a pry tool, pry it back. These are the greatest little zip ties ever. They're ones you can reuse. You push this little tab and then you can poke it back through, and so you can get rid of your wires. On this side, you undo your 2 electrical connectors for the motor, and this whole thing just kind of slides out of the way. It's going to live right there. So now we can see what's going on with this. And look, this thing is busted up. It's completely broken. So is it just the wires that have come off? It's just got old. There may be some kind of a repair kit, which I think will be fantastic. But to get this up into position, I do need to loosen 1, 2, 3 screws. Oh great, they're Torx screws. And get them out so I can release the gear so I can push this window. See how it kind of wants to go up a little bit? Hopefully I can get it to go up all the way, and then I can figure out a temporary way just to kind of rig this thing. Another little piece of window tinting coming off. All right, well, let's see. I think I have to remove this too to get access to one of them. So that's going to be fun. Then where is the bolt for you, kind sir? How are you held on into position? Oh, I think you're in the back. Or maybe down through here. Oh, I'm going to stand on my head to do this. One power window motor has been removed, okay? They are little Torx, a T30. It's not super tight. This is your little plastic. Yeah, that's the sound I was hearing right there. That's your little plastic gear. So hopefully now we can get this window to go up, and I'll just have to leave that disconnected. Okay, well, we won't plug in the power window switch until we get everything situated, and I'll have to see if I can get a repair kit for this. If not, I don't know. Evil Mike came out. He rarely makes an appearance. Well, if I can keep him down, he does not make an appearance. So yeah, we had to turn the camera off, but we removed the actual motor itself. Okay, those 3 bolts hold this thing on. We're going to put it in here. Then what I found was there's a little tab kind of underneath the window right here, and I kept trying a piece of wood to kind of jam this into place, and I tried wood and metal, and I couldn't ever get anything the right length. Then I found a little bitty hole right here, and I thought, let's get brake line. And so this is actual metal brake line that I have shoved into the hole, and then I've kind of molded it right here, and it's held in place with zip ties. So the window's not going to come down, which is great. That's the goal, okay? Until I can do the research, I want the car to look nice. We're going to try to take it to Mom and Tom, blah, 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 blah. So this is going to look okay, and it's not going to come down, hopefully. Now I just got to reassemble all of this stuff. So let me get the panel back on. I'll put this back on as well. I've redone the seat belt. I did not undo this right here, so we're fine as far as airbag lights. I unplugged the battery as well. We'll kind of get this through the panel, and then I'll show you what it looks like all put together. She's all back together. I've even vacuumed her very, very quickly. If you know a source for seats for the CL, oh, please let me know. They feel different than the S500 four-door. I mean, I know this is different, but I can cut a hole. Is this the same type of seat, or do I need specific to the coupe? I'm thinking I need specific to the coupe. But I love how that goes in. We've got this pretty much together, okay? I'm going to leave the panel out because I still have to do some work. But anyway, she's coming together. It's looking better and better. I'll get my little plastic pieces and keep them safe somewhere until it's time to glue all this stuff together. And then I'm going to have to get the windows tinted just to hide all the crap right there. But I have been vacuuming and cleaning, and I think it is ready either to go to Mom and Tom or go to Mako. So I don't know where I'm going to take it, but we'll pick up the video, or I'll let you know soon where it has ended up. I'd like to see Mom and Tom's reaction to this beautiful automobile, although I don't know if the tires will make it. I just don't know, but that would be part of the fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be a lot of the fun if I did have a terrible, 45-minute drive up to see my mother. That'd be great. Okay, so anyway, let's see what happens next. So I've decided what I want to do next. And you can see it right there. This is my trusty Ozone. Let me step back. I should have let it air out a little bit. This is my trusty Ozone machine. It gets rid of all kinds of smells, and it ran for a couple of days. I mean, I've literally had this in the car running for a couple of days, and it's made a huge difference. I mean, the car, it doesn't smell so raccoon pissy, if that makes sense. It smells 98.76% better. It does. It smells pretty good. Lola is getting on the camera right there. I don't know if you can see her, but Lola, no, don't get in here yet. No. Oh, I got a duck and a puppy. What is happening here? Can you see? Here's the puppy. There's the puppy. There's the duck right there. I don't know what's happening. Okay, you guys go play. Just be nice. Here, little one. Little one, be nice to the duck. Okay, now everybody go away. Duck, you gotta go. You gotta move. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll get rid of this, and the next step is going to be to remove more of the window tint, which isn't so exciting. So I will show some of that on camera. Then I think what I'm going to do is finish this video. The next video, Mom and Tom get to drive this beautiful machine, this beautiful German machine. Well, when it comes to removing window tint, what I have found in my vast experience, if it's been on there for so very long, the heat gun is not going to take a lot of the glue residue off. I mean, it's been there for 6,000 years. So I just it just comes off in these big sheets like this, and then I go after the residue. The glue, what's left of the glue, and it's kind of fun if you like scrubbing. That was a good piece. Well, I could do an ASMR. Here we go. You ready? What, did that do it for you? I don't know. All right, well, a lot of it's off. Let's just, that was a good one. That was a real good one. Yeah, well, we got this residue right here that we have to get off, so yay. You know what? I should try some of my official residue remover, and I need, look at all the hair. This is animal hair right there. That's, oh, yuck, and I gotta take a whole shower. Animals were getting in and out of this thing for years and years. Okay, let's try an adhesive remover. All right, let's go back with this goof off, which I cannot speak highly enough about, and then we'll do some acetone, and if that fails, I have the old window tint remover and razor blades. I come prepared. All kinds of, can you even see me? Here we go. There, I don't want to deny you of this. I don't know why I said that. I just don't know. Okay, let's just see if this is going to work. It did great on the paint, which made me really happy. Let's just pick a spot. Are you working? Or is it not doing anything at all? Stuff is coming off. This is working. Holy moly. Goof off to the rescue. Holy crap, this is gonna save hours. Look at that. Okay. Well, let me goof off this window. And I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I should start a timer too, because this is gonna be so fast. Is it really removing it? I don't know, we'll just see. I don't think this is working either. I don't know what they used back in the day to put on window tint, but holy moly is this stuff like thick and sticky and gross. All right, well, that's not gonna work. So, here come the scrapers. That's a good scrape. Yeah, that was a good one. This is gonna take forever and a day. Ow. That's how you lose the tip of your finger. Okay, well, we'll come back when this is beautiful. It could be a couple weeks, but it'll be pretty, I think. What seems to be working the best is actually heat. And a nice razor blade. So all I do this in strips. So I'll heat this up like that. And then you can come in and it's a nice little, see how it's coming off? Look at that piece. You just gotta be careful where you point the gun. I've almost caught the car on fire by the carpet down there. But anyway, see how it's coming off? And if it starts to get harder again, you heat it up and you continue going. So this is way easier than before. So next time you see the window, ouch, it'll be nice and clean. So you want to see something gorgeous, and I'm not talking about that S-Class. I'm talking about that S-Class, the Coupe. The windows look amazing. Yes, we have been scraping and doing all kinds of things to this car. And look, I'm gonna have to get them retinted. I don't know if I can rebuild this whole plastic section. It's so cold out here. I'm having a hard time enunciating. Anyway, yeah, but if I get this tinted, it's gonna cover it up. I did not do this, so I'll pay the extra, I don't know, 20, 30, 50, $6,000, I don't care, to get the window tint off of the back. But let me start her up, and I'll show you what she looks like as the windows magnificently rise to the occasion. Here we go. I hope she starts for me, and I love that. I'm so happy that still works. Here we go. Are you ready? Let's do the back one first. Love it, love it, love it. This one goes up. Now we do need to set the windows. So without using the express feature, we go down, hold it till we hear a click, then we go back up. And hopefully that one is set. Let's do this one too. Go down here, thank you. Go back up. I think those two windows are now set. But look how gorgeous. Look at that. I've also kind of cleaned the windshield. It needs another scraping. I actually went around and scraped every single window on the outside because it was so bad. So we'll put this up. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So let's see if we can set this one. Hopefully that's set. Hopefully I think so. Anyway, I'm so happy. I love it. You want to see the outside? Because it's even better. And the smell in here, I will tell you, it's not as bad. The whole ozone thing for 2 days, I think it's paid off. I really think it's paid off. Is she running okay? I think she's running good. We do have brakes. Let's just pull forward a little bit. See, she drives fine, which means, like an idiot, I think I'm gonna take this to Mom and Tom and put Tom behind the wheel of this magnificent beast. Yeah, but here, let's see. Here's the outside. Oh, it looks good. Now, I mean, you know, anyway, I have scraped the outside of this window too. The back glass. I've scraped the inside and the outside of this. This, you can kind of see how this is broken right here. Scrape, scrape, and then I've scraped the windshield too. And this is, look how long this crack is. It goes from here, up, around, and all the way over there. So I have to, well, I've located another front glass with the rain sensor. And I can get it put on. They have to special order it for me, so, you know, that means it's gonna be very inexpensive. But it sounds good, doesn't it? I removed the California license plate. I mean, we're official. You know, I live in Oklahoma, so we do have insurance. I do have a license plate on her. Should I even try to wash this before I take it up there? I mean, it's horrible. It really is on the outside, but this is all gonna get fixed. It's all gonna be a whole new world. But there she is. And I've ordered tires for her too. So we have a decision in the tire contest, and I think you're gonna find out who won very, very soon. But look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I mean, I am the luckiest guy in the world. I've got this beautiful S-Class from '97. I've got this quote unquote beautiful S-Class from '96, I believe, that we are continuing to work on. What year is this one? Oh, '95. Okay, well, '95 with a beautiful interior. I just need a couple of pieces. But look, yes, this looks great as well too. And of course, Clio 1 and Clio 2, everybody's favorite hunk of junk, the Miserably. Yes, yes, yes. In preparation for the trip, have I even tried to see? There's your heat. I think when I did the head gasket fix, yeah, that worked fine. Do I have power to this? I would like to have a radio as we go to Mom and Tom. Here it is. Oh, you know what? The antenna doesn't work. Do it again. Menu. Uh-oh. Stay on. No, it doesn't want to stay on. This is worrisome. I don't think my brake. I have brakes. There's a light that's out. We'll have to investigate that, and I need a new windshield washer reservoir. Yeah, for this car. That's going to be fun to find as well. But this is going to do it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching. I know, this isn't the channel where we take, you know, a Chevy Nova, put in a supercharger and this and that and new transmission and change this, and I just don't do that stuff. I just take these old Mercedes and I try to get them back on the road. And I think I do a pretty good job of it. I hope you do. So it's just little steps. I take the little steps to get these cars on the road, and I think people like to watch. I mean, I can, you know, I am what I am and I do what I do, and I'm glad you're with me for every step of the journey. Good way to put it. I do need to get a fuzzy sweater shaver, because that's going to change this a lot. So let's see if I can find one of those. I don't want to have to recover all that. We'll just shave it off, which would be fun. All right, everybody, we're back with another video on this car or one of the others, or a walk around video, or who knows what's going to happen next. All right, we'll see you very, very soon. In the meantime, have a great day. Love y'all. Okay, bye-bye.